Welcome to Bucharest. People call it the Little Paris of the East. I'm your guide from Travel Explorer X, and I'm so excited to show you all the amazing cultural sites here in Bucharest, Romania. This city often surprises people. It has big, wide streets that look like Paris, but it also has its own special Balkan feeling. We're going to learn about its interesting history, from old kings and Ottoman times to its royal days and even more recent times. Bucharest is a city full of different things. It's strong and it's full of art. I can't wait to tell you all about it. So get ready to be curious and wear comfy shoes because we're going to see a lot. Now let's start learning the amazing story of Bucharest. Let's hear about history, the story of Bucharest. To really understand Bucharest, we need to look at its past. There's a story that a shepherd named Bucur started the city. His name means joy. Over many years, Bucharest got bigger and more important. That's when it got its famous nickname, Mical Paris or Little Paris. Today, Bucharest is always changing. You can see its interesting past mixed with its exciting present. The Giant of Bucharest, the Palace of the Parliament. Our first big stop is a building you just can't miss. The Palace of the Parliament. This isn't just a big building, it's huge. It's the second biggest government building in the whole world. Only the Pentagon in America is bigger. The numbers are amazing. It has over 1,000 rooms, miles of hallways, and it's so fancy it almost doesn't seem real. This was the big idea of Nicolae Ceausescu, who was the leader of Romania during communist times. They started building it in 1984. It wasn't finished when he was no longer in power in 1989. At first, it was called the House of the Republic. To build it, a big part of Bucharest's old town had to be knocked down. This building cost a lot of money and was very hard on the people. Today, the Palace of the Parliament is used for many things. The Romanian Parliament meets here, and there are museums inside too. You should really take a tour to see just how huge this building is. When you visit the palace, you're not just looking at a building, you're learning about a very important time in Romania's history. A special place for music, the Romanian Athenaeum. After seeing that giant palace, now we're going to see something beautiful and special, the Romanian Athenaeum. It's a place Romanians are very proud of. When you walk up to it, you'll see its beautiful front with a big round roof and pretty pillars. It was built between 1886 and 1888. It quickly became the best place in the city for concerts. The famous George Enescu Philharmonic Orchestra plays here. Going inside the Athenaeum feels like walking into a special, peaceful place for music and beauty. About 800 people can sit there, and the music sounds amazing inside. It shows 25 important moments from Romanian history. The Athenaeum shows how strong Romanian culture is and what great things Romanians can do. Now let's leave the big city buildings for a bit. We're going back in time to see what old Romanian villages were like, right here in Bucharest. We're going to the Dumitru Gusti National Village Museum. In Romanian, it's called Muzeul Satului. This isn't like other museums. It's a special park outside by Lake Herăstrău that shows how people used to live. A man named Dumitru Gusti started it in 1936. The museum saves and shows the real old village life of Romania. There are almost 300 real old buildings here. Some are from the 1600s. They tell you about the different parts of Romania they came from. As you walk on the twisty paths, you'll feel like you've traveled to a different time. You can look inside these old homes. Many have the real old tools, cloths, pots, and religious pictures inside. The museum often has people showing how to make old crafts. They also have special events. It's a lively place that keeps Romania's old traditions alive. The Village Museum is very different from the big buildings in the center of Bucharest. It's a fun and interesting trip into the heart of Romania, and you don't even have to leave Bucharest. Let's keep exploring Bucharest's culture. Now we're visiting the National Museum of Art of Romania. It's inside the old royal palace, on a famous street called Calea Victoriei. So, the building itself has a lot of history. The museum has a few main parts. The most important part is the National Gallery. It shows Romanian art from long ago until more recent times. You'll see art by the first important artists who helped create a special Romanian style of art. Some of the best paintings are by artists like Nicolae Grigorescu, Ion Andreescu, and Stefan Lucian. The museum also has a lot of Romanian art from the 1900s. This includes art by famous modern artists like Constantin Brancusi. Besides Romanian art, the museum has a great European art gallery with paintings by famous old artists from other countries. You can see art by El Greco, Tintoretto, Rembrandt, and Monet. If you love art, or if you just want to learn more about Romanian culture, you'll enjoy this museum. It's a place where history, art, and what it means to be Romanian all come together. Now let's go to the lively, historic heart of Bucharest, the Central Vechi, or Old Town. This is where the city really started. It's like a maze of old stone streets, historic buildings, and busy squares. For many years, this area wasn't taken care of very well. But lately, it's been fixed up and looks amazing. When you walk on its narrow streets, no cars allowed, you're walking on top of many years of history. This area used to be the main part of Bucharest long ago. It was where traders, craftspeople, and princes lived and worked. Look for Curtea Vecii. That's the old princely court. Vlad the Impaler started it in the 1400s. The buildings in the old town have many different styles. This shows its long and interesting history. Today, the old town is famous for having lots and lots of restaurants, cafes, bars, and clubs. But the old town is more than just a place for nighttime fun. You can also find hidden yards and pretty old churches. This area really shows how Bucharest mixes its rich history with a modern, lively feeling. Hidden among the busy streets of Bucharest's Old Town, we find a really special, peaceful, and beautiful place, the Stavropolios Monastery. This small church is a perfect example of a special building style called Brancovanesque. A Greek monk started it in 1724. At first, it also had a place for travelers to stay in another small building. The church is small, but it has so many beautiful details. The outside has fancy stone carvings, and the inside is covered with amazing paintings. The yard and walkway around the church are also lovely, with pretty arches and pillars. Nuns still live and work in the monastery today. They take very good care of it. Visiting Stavropolios Monastery reminds us that Bucharest has a deep spiritual side, not just its busy city attractions. Many people who visit Bucharest say this is one of their favorite places. Let's get some fresh air in one of Bucharest's favorite parks, Cismigiu Gardens. It's the oldest park in Bucharest, made in the mid-1800s by German designer Karl Mayr. Located near City Hall, it's a peaceful spot with a pretty lake for rowboats in summer and ice skating in winter. Don't miss the Writers' Rotunda, featuring stone heads of famous Romanian writers. Cismigiu Gardens is a place where people from Bucharest come to relax and enjoy nature. Our next stop is one of Bucharest's most famous sites, the Arcul de Triomphe. It stands tall where several big streets meet. This special arch is a big and fancy monument. The Arcul de Triomphe we see today is made of stone and granite. It was opened in 1936. The very first arch was made of wood. It was built in 1878 to celebrate Romania becoming free from the Ottoman Empire. Another arch, that wasn't meant to last forever, was put up in 1922. It was to remember Romania's part in World War I and their victory. An architect named Petre Antonescu designed it. It has many beautiful statues on it, made by famous Romanian artists. The Arcul de Triomphe is a main spot for big national parties and army parades, especially on December 1st, which is Romania's National Day. It's more than just a cool building. The Arcul de Triomphe is a monument that means a lot because of its history. It's an important landmark that helps us understand Bucharest's story and how it became the city it is today. Our trip through Bucharest's culture ends with a visit to its biggest and most wonderful park, Harastrau Park. Its official name is now King Michael I Park. It's a huge green park, all around the pretty Harastrau Lake. There are so many fun things to do here, and it's very beautiful. The park is really big, almost 190 hectares. That's a lot of space. It was made in the 1930s. Before it was swampy land, but they turned it into a beautiful park for everyone. The park is very well planned. It has wide paths for walking and biking, shady trails, and big grassy areas. Harastrau Park is more than just trees and grass. It's a busy place full of things to do and see. It has some cool spots like the Japanese Garden and Rose Island. The Dumitru Gusti National Village Museum is also in this park, so it's easy to visit both. As we finish our tour of Bucharest here in Harastrau Park, it feels like the perfect way to end. You can take a nice boat ride on the lake or just enjoy a walk under the old trees. Harastrau Park is a great place to relax and feel refreshed. And that's the end of our cultural trip through the wonderful city of Bucharest. We saw the huge palace of the parliament and the peaceful, beautiful Stavropolios Monastery. We've seen a city with so many different things and a rich culture. Thank you so much for coming with us at Travel Explorer X on this adventure. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to Travel Explorer X for more travel videos. We can't wait to share more adventures with you soon. Until next time, keep exploring and keep learning. And like we say in Romania, drum bun, have a good journey.